I will start for today's session. So good morning all of you. So today we will discuss control chart for number of defectives. Number of defectives, or it is also known as D chart or NP chart. So this procedure is only for fixed n. First I will tell you fixed n. You know the difference between fixed and varying n. So in place of n, if we substitute ni, then automatically we will get varying n procedure. So already P chart for fixed n we have discussed. So I have told in place of n, if you substitute ni, then automatically we will get P chart for varying n procedure. Okay. The same way, first we will construct control chart for number of defectives. So if you understood number of defectives, then automatically you can understood varying n also. Okay. So this is control chart for number of defectives. So that one is fraction defectives. Don't get confused. Fraction defective means P chart. Number of defectives means D chart or NP chart. Or some textbooks you will say KP chart also. D chart, NP chart or KP chart. Okay. So we have considered K is independent samples. That's why I have denoted as NP chart. Okay. So D chart or NP chart. So P chart procedure already you know. P chart procedure what you have know. So P is called, capital P is called probability of success. D is the number of defectives. Then sample proportion defective. Sample proportion defective is denoted by small p. So small p formula, all of you know what is the small p formula? D by n. Already you have done in P chart the same procedure. So only difference is in place of P, now I will consider D. So there D follows. All of you know defectives follows binomial distribution. In P chart I have explained D follows binomial distribution with mean NP and variance NPQ. There you have calculated expectation of small p and variance of small p, because there you are constructing P chart. Now you are constructing D chart. That means only you require D values. I already know D values. What is the D values? D is nothing but mean is nothing but NP and variance is nothing but NPQ. Okay. So if I know P values, I can calculate P bar. So how will you get the P bar? So actually I have told two formulas for P bar. P bar equal to summation P by K and P bar equal to summation D by NK. So these are the two formulas. But here P chart you require P values. In D chart you don't require P values. So if this is a D chart, that's why I don't want to calculate P values. I don't want to calculate P values. P values are not required. So if you use P values, then you can calculate P bar equal to summation P by K. But we are not constructing proportion defectives. We are constructing only number of defectives. So that means you required P bar. How will you get the P bar without calculating P? How you will get the P bar? P bar formula is summation D by NK, because you are constructing only D chart. So P values are not required. P values are not required. You don't require P values. Directly you can calculate P bar. How you will get the P bar value? Because defective values are given to you. Just add the defective values, and N is nothing but each sample, how many observations have considered, and K is nothing but how many independent samples are given. So in D chart, you don't require P values. So directly P bar can be calculated summation D by NK. Okay. And then D follows, all of you know what is D follows? D follows binomial distribution with mean N capital P and N capital P capital Q. Q is nothing but 1 minus P. So in any chart, how many cases will be there? Two cases will be there. Case 1 when standards are given. Case 2 when standards are not given. So first we will discuss case 1. Case 1 standards are given. That means capital P is given. So capital P value is given. Then how to calculate the control limits for D chart? So what is the general formula? All of you know the general formula. Expectation of T plus or minus 3 into standard error of T. Now which chart you are constructing? D chart, not P chart. You are constructing D chart now. So in place of T, what you have to substitute? D you have to substitute. That means what you will get? Expectation of D plus or minus 3 into standard error of D. So I know expectation of D means mean of D. What is the mean of D? Mean of D is nothing but NP. Variance of D is nothing but NPQ. Standard error means root you will get. That means what is the value? N capital P plus or minus 3 into standard error means root over NPQ. Q means 1 minus P. So that means N capital P into 1 minus P. So how many control limits will be there? 3 are there. Upper control limit will take plus sign, lower control limit will take minus sign, and CL will take the first part value. So that means first I will calculate UCL. UCL D equal to you will get plus sign. So that means what you will get? N capital P plus 3 into root over N capital P into 1 minus P. And then LCL D equal to minus sign it will take. So that means N capital P minus 3 into root over N capital P into 1 minus P. Last one CLD. CLD is nothing but first part value. What is the first part value? N into capital P. So when these formulas are used, if you know the standards are given, that means capital P is given, then you can calculate UCL, LCL, CL by using these formulas. So case 2, what is case 2? When standards are not given. When standards are not given. So case 2 I will tell you now. So case 2 is nothing but when standards are not given. Standards are not given. That means capital P is not given. That means capital P is not given. Okay, then formula won't change. Expectation of T plus or minus 3 into standard error of T. This is the general formula. D chart you are constructing. D chart you are constructing means what is that? Expectation of D plus or minus 3 into standard error of D. Now, expectation of D is nothing but N capital P plus or minus 3 into root over N capital P into 1 minus P. Now, capital P is not given. So, whenever capital P is not given, you know how to calculate capital P. Already you have done P chart. So by using P bar, so P bar directly will calculate by using this formula. So you don't require P values. So directly P bar can be calculated by using this formula. You will get the P bar value. Okay. So when standards are not given, that is capital P is not given, it can be estimated by using small P bar. So then what is the formula we will get? This implies, now I don't know capital P. So that means N small P bar plus or minus 3 into root over N small P bar into 1 minus small P bar. So this is the formula. These are control limit formulas. So plus will take UCL, minus will take LCL, and CL is the first part value. So therefore UCLD equal to it will take plus sign. Plus sign means what is that? NP bar plus 3 into root over NP bar into 1 minus P bar. And next it will take minus sign LCL will take. So LCL equal to NP bar minus 3 into root over N small P bar into 1 minus small P bar. And last one CLD equal to N small P bar. So these are the formulas you have to use when standards are not given in D chart. Whenever standards are not given, you can estimate capital P by using small P bar. What is a small P bar formula? Small P bar equal to summation D by N into K. You don't require P values in D chart. In D chart, you don't require P values. In P chart, you require P values. In the D chart, you don't require P values. Directly, you can calculate P bar by using this formula. N means each sample, how many observations are there, and K is nothing but how many independent samples you have considered. If I know P bar, you can calculate 1 minus P bar. So this is the formulas you have to use whenever standards are not given. Now I know UCL, LCL, CL. I can construct D chart now. I can construct D chart. So all of you know, x-axis, y-axis will be there. X-axis always sample numbers. X-axis always sample numbers. Y-axis now what you will take? What is which chart? D chart. D chart means number of defectives. So Y chart, Y-axis you will take number of defectives. Number of defectives. P chart you will get fraction defectives. D chart you will get number of defectives. Number of defectives you will get. Okay. And then what is that? UCL you will the dotted horizontal line, because fixed end means you will get an horizontal line. UCLD. And next LCL is also dotted horizontal line. And CL is a dark line. CLD is a dark line. Next, you would identify number of defectives. Sample numbers, you know, suppose assume that 5 samples are given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So assume the points, identify the points. If all the points falls within the control limits, then the process is in control. Otherwise, the process is out of control. Otherwise, the process is out of control. These are the same as is already done: mean, range, S chart, P chart. The construction and interpretation is same, only formulas will change. So I hope all of you understood D chart now. So D chart means instead of P, you will construct the value of D. Value of D you will take, and based on D, you will construct the chart. Then that is called number of control chart for number of defectives or D chart. So that means you don't require P values. Directly P bar can be calculated. After that, standards are given. You know the formulas, and standards are not given. These are the formulas you have to use. So after that, you can draw a control chart like this. After that, identify the point. If all the sample points falls within the control limits, then you will say the process is in control. Otherwise, the process is out of control. So this is the procedure for fixed end. Fixed end. Varying end, you know. Varying end means what is that? In place of n, what you have to substitute? In place of n, you have to substitute ni. Then automatically we will get the formulas for varying n. So D chart for varying n means in place of n, you will take ni. I is running from 1 to k. So wherever you find n, there you can substitute ni, then automatically you will get the formulas. For example, suppose case 2 you are doing, P is not given, then this is the formula. Now the standard varying n means what you will get here? Ni. Here also ni you will get, here also ni. So in the formulas you will get ni. Varying n means ni you will get. Okay, so like this, these are the formulas. Only difference is in place of n, you can substitute ni. In place of n, you can substitute ni. So formula will be, what is the P bar formula? P bar formula is summation D by ni into k. Otherwise, simply summation ni into k. Ni k you have to multiply and you have to take the value and then simplify it. You will get P bar. After that, you can substitute in the formula. You will get varying chart. So construction is also same. Now you will get UCL different points. UCL different points you will get. LCL also different points. Now CL is also different points. Ni is there. So P chart only P bar you are getting. That's why you are getting a straight line, horizontal line. But in this case, what is that? Ni P bar. Ni P bar means n values are changing. Then you will get control line also. Different values you will get. So after that, you will identify the points. If all the points falls within the control limits, then you can say the process is in control. Otherwise, the process is out of control. Is it clear now, all of you? All of you understood? Is it clear? If it is clear, we will go to the problem. Then you can understood better. I hope you know these formulas. Is it clear, all of you? Say yes or no. Is it clear? Everybody understood D chart? So in place of P, you have to consider D. That is the only difference. So that means D follows binomial distribution with mean NP and variance NP. These are the two formulas. So in place of expectation of T, you have to substitute this one. Variance of T, that means standard error means root over NP. Those are the things. Varying N means in place of N, you have to substitute Ni. That is the only difference. Shall I go to the problem? Shall I go to the problem? Yes. Okay. So just give me a minute. I will share the screen to you. Now it is clear. All of you are seeing the Excel sheet. Is it clear, everybody? Yeah. So this is the problem. Just I will read the problem so that you can understood better. So just I will read. An analyst takes 20 samples. He has taken 20 samples. See, these are the 20 samples. An analyst takes 20 samples of size 200 each. That means each sample consists of 200. And a first sample 200, second sample 200, third sample 200, fourth sample 200. That means sample size is fixed. So this is a fixed end problem. Okay, this is a fixed end problem. Each sample 200 items. So again, I'm reading. An analyst takes 20 samples of size 200 each from the output of a final assembly line. The items in which samples are inspected and the number of defectives in each sample are recorded. So suppose sample number 1 has considered 200 items. So out of 200 items, how many defectives I got? 9 defectives I got. So second sample also 200 items he has considered. How many defectives I got? 7 defectives I got. So like that he has given the 20 defectives, 20 sample defectives he has given. So construct the control chart for number of defectives. Construct the control chart for number of defectives. So don't get confused. Fraction defective means P chart. Number of defectives means D chart. So for this data, you have to construct D chart. So I have already told for the construction of D, you don't require P values. For the construction of D, you don't require P values. So that's why P values are not required. Actually, P chart means you require P values. So directly I will calculate P bar. What is the P bar formula I have told? Just now I have told P bar formula is summation D by N into K. Summation D by N into K. So what is the N value? So this is the N value you got. So N value each lot. How many items have considered? How many items have considered? 200. So N value equal to 200. And K value, how many samples have given? Independent samples. So K equal to how many samples have given? 20 samples have given. And then press enter. So N equal to 200, K equal to 20. Okay. So now defectives are required. P bar formula is, what is the P bar formula? P bar formula is summation D. Summation D means you require D total. So place the cursor in the last cell and then summation option will be available. Enter, then automatically number of defectives you got. How many number of defective? Defective total is 234. Now what is the formula I have told? What is the formula I have told? Equal to summation D. Summation D means what is the D total you got? 234 divided by N into K. Formula is N into K. Denominator you have N into K. So open the brackets. N value. What is the N value? You can select because only one value you are saying. Otherwise you can type because already I have written N there. So open the bracket. 200 into K value. What is the K value? 20. N into K. Close the brackets. Then press enter. Automatically you are getting P bar value. What is the P bar value? 0.0585. Next you can calculate 1 minus P bar because standards are not given means you require P bar 1 minus P bar also. So 1 minus P bar. So what is 1 minus P bar? Equal to 1 minus 1 minus manual also you have to do same thing. Okay, and then enter. So you will get 1 minus p bar, and then p values are not required. Directly I will take UCL because p values are not required. UCL I will take. So now I have written the formulas. Just now I have told the formulas. Whenever standards are not given, what is the D chart formula? D chart formulas are NP bar plus 3 into root over NP bar into 1 minus p bar. That is the formula. So whenever you are writing the formula, press equal to button. N value. What is the N value you have? N value is 200. N value is 200 into p bar value. What is the p bar value you got? Just now p bar I have calculated. Yeah, 0.0585. 0.0585. 0.0585. Okay, just put the brackets. So NP bar is completed. So NP bar is completed plus UCL means plus 3 into root over. Root over means all of you know SQRT option. Open only numerator is there, denominator won't be there. So what is the formula? NP bar plus 3 into root over NP bar into 1 minus p bar. So open the bracket. N value. What is the N value? 200 into p bar value. What is the p bar value you have? P bar value 0.0585. 0.0585 into, and then 1 minus p bar. What is the 1 minus p bar value? 0.9415. 0.9415. Close the brackets. So I have written the formula NP bar plus 3 into root over NP bar into 1 minus p bar. 1 minus p bar, and then press enter. So automatically you are getting the UCL value. I have written the formula. Fixed end means same values. You can copy, you can drag up to 20 samples, you will get the same value. So later on I will format up to 4 places. Next LCL, same thing as it is. LCL, what is LCL formula? Everybody know the formula. What is that? NP bar. NP bar means, open the brackets, N value 200 into P bar value. P bar value 0.0585. Close the brackets. NP bar minus now. In place of plus, you will get minus now. 3 into SQRT. Open the brackets, and then N value 200 into P bar value 0.0585 into P bar is completed. Next 1 minus P bar. 1 minus 5 P bar is 0.9415. 0.9415. Now close the bracket and then press enter. Sorry, equal to, I forgot. First you have to write, whenever you are writing the formula, press equal to button first. And press enter. Automatically we will get LCL value, and then drag. For 20 samples you can drag, you will get LCL value. And last one is CL. What is the CL formula? This is a fixed end problem. N value is fixed here. So CL formula is NP bar. So equal to NP bar 200 into P bar value 0.0585. And then press enter. Automatically you will get CL value, and then you can drag. You will get all the values up to 20 samples you can drag. You will get now UCL, LCL, CL is completed. Now D values I want here so that I can draw the graph. So D chart means you require only D values. P values are not required. That's why I'm not calculating P values. Same as it is, all of you know, copy. Right click, copy, and then place the cursor here, paste special values. Okay. And then same values will be copied. Now after point, consider how many places? 4 places. After point, you can consider 4 places. Defectives, it is not required. If you want, you can make it as a round figure, that one. Format cells. Number, decimal place is 4. And then press OK button. So automatically you are getting UCL, LCL, CL, and D values. D values also you got. Now you know which chart you have to construct. D chart you have to construct. So select the last 4 columns with headings as it is. Remaining procedure is same. And then go to insert. Functions, sorry, chart together, go to insert, and then select chart, and then line, and 4th subtype, next one, and then press next button. Chart title, what is this chart title? D chart, simply D chart, or control chart for number of defectives. D chart. X-axis always sample numbers. X-axis always sample numbers. Y-axis, what you have considered? Now Y-axis is number of defectives. D values means, D values you have to consider. That means number of defectives. number of defectives you will get, and then press next button and then finish button. So automatically you are getting the control chart. So control chart, if you observe, this is a LCL value, pink line, blue line UCL value, and CL value is a yellow color line. Now you have identified all the number of defectives. So if you observe all the sample points falls within the control limits, that means the process is in control. You don't require any action. You can continue with the process. So D chart is under control. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear? Yes. So this is for fixed end. If you have, yeah. Now we will see whenever suppose n values are varying, then how to construct a D chart. How to construct D chart. So this is a problem. Lot numbers are given. 10 lots are given. These are sample sizes. Now see, these are varying ends. Okay. So now number of defectives are given. Number of defectives are given. So first you have to, if you observe this one, k equal to 10 and n value is varying here, n value is varying. Okay, so now you have to calculate p bar. So you know the formula, d by d total divided by ni total. Okay, so that means what is the d total? Take the d total first, place the cursor in the last cell, and then sum. Automatically enter, you will get d total, and then similarly ni total is also required because it is varying n. So now you can calculate p bar. So p bar formula is equal to d total divided by already this 10 is included. 10 samples total only you are considering, so automatically it is included varying n. So you are getting, what is the varying n value you are getting? So varying n total is 5850, and then enter. So automatically you will get p bar value. Next 1 minus p bar. So equal, press equal to button, and then 1 minus what is the p bar value? This is the p bar value you got, and then press enter. Okay, so now you have to calculate UCL. So all of you know UCL formula for varying n equal to, open the brackets open, ni. Now ni values are changing. So whenever it is changing, you have to select into p bar value. What is the p bar value you got? 0.0868 ni p bar, close the brackets, plus what is the formula? 3 into square root means sqrt. Only numerator will be there, so that means what is that? N into p bar into 1 minus p bar. So n value is again changing, so I am selecting into p bar value. What is the p bar value? 0.0868 into 1 minus p bar. Just now we have calculated 0.9132. Close the brackets and then press enter. So you are getting first UCL value. You have applied the formula. Now you can drag. You will get all the 10 values. Okay, so these are the different UCL values you are getting because n values are changing. Same as is calculate LCL. So LCL equal to what is the formula? Ni. Ni means what is the value? First value you have to select. N values are changing into p bar value is fixed. What is that value? 0.0868 into 1 minus p bar. What is the, sorry, close the brackets, minus 3 into SQRT. Open the brackets. Again, n value is varying. Select that first one into p bar value 0.0868 into 1 minus p bar. What is the 1 minus p bar? 0.91. What is the value? 0.9132. Close the brackets and then enter. Automatically you will get LCL. Now you can drag. You will get different LCL values because n value is varying here. That means you will get different LCL values and less CL. What is the CL formula? Ni p bar. So ni means again changing. N values are changing. Press that first value and then asterisk p bar value. What is the p bar value got? 0.0868 and then press enter. You are getting LCL value. Now n values are changing. You will get different CL values also. Okay. So last D values you have to take because D chart you are constructing. So copy, right click, copy, and then place the cursor here, paste special values, and then press OK button. So automatically you are getting all the values. Now after 0.4 places, if you want, you can consider values here 62, 51 like that. More values are there. If you want, you can take 2 places or 1 place. It is your wish. So generally we are following after 0.4 places. Manual you can follow up after 0.1 place.
Manual, you can follow after point 1 place. So we are doing in system, so 4 place is enough. So select the last 4 columns with headings and then go to insert chart XY line and then fourth subpoint, next one, and press the next button. Now chart title, what is this chart title? D chart for varying n. D chart for varying n. Varying n. D chart for varying n. X axis always sample numbers. Sample numbers. Y axis always. D chart means what is the number of defectives? Number of defectives. F is CTIVS. Defectives. Okay. And then press next button and then finish button. Now if you observe the diagram, now we are getting all are varying because UCL varying, LCL varying, CL varying, and you are getting the points. So now out of control or in control, you have to check. Now see, all the points are within the control except this point. If you see this point is varying. So it is if one point falls outside, then it is called out of control. Clearly, this point falls outside. Remaining points are inside only. Remaining points are inside only, but one point falls outside. So if one point falls outside, then the chart is out of control. So for this particular problem, D chart is out of control. Is it clear? I think all of you able to understood this D chart for fixed n as well as varying n.